Can they take over GBTC? Okay, so this is a really good article at blockworks.co. Oh man, one of the best articles I've read in days. Um, it discusses so many points to what's going on between Grayscale, digital currency group, and Genesis, right? But it's mainly focusing on. So here it is. The nuclear option here is to oust the DCG portfolio company from its mandate as investment manager of the $10.7 billion Bitcoin Trust, right? there's a lot, there's a lot of information in this. And I know I'm scrolling and you're probably not going to be able to read it. I'm going to link it in below the video. All right, so here. The pitch then was essentially the same. Institutional investors, right? Institutional investors. GBTC's minimum is now 50,000. Fork over fiat to Grayscale. Grayscale employs the funds to snap up bitcoins and custodies them. The trust tracks the price of Bitcoin via CoinDesk Index. The Grayscale imposes a cut in exchange for administrating low risk and synthetic Bitcoin exposures, right? So this is where, and they were working on an ETF, right? So this whole thing was focused on starting this, getting institutional investors, and then going into taking their money, purchasing Bitcoin, putting it away, and hopefully working with the SEC one day to create an ETF for Bitcoin. Right. So all these institutional investors, maybe not all, right? I could buy GBTC. Um, so $10.7 billion. Do you think after the market has already dropped that they want to leave their money in there? Right? So I guess there's withdrawing issues. So let's go down. Right? Right. But it seems like the way it is, they can't do anything. So even if they had 90%, no investor can force a change. When it comes to the GBTC governance, one of the sources said that applies for both GBTC manager and the fee structure. In the source's estimation, adding that the effort is disingenuous, one as a result, right? So I guess basically some institutions say you can't invest and go buy Bitcoin, but you can invest in this Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, right? So I guess what a lot of people want to get their money out, and it has dropped a lot. It's dropped more than Bitcoin has. So right now, GBTC imposes a lofty 2% management fee and controls a touch more than 3% of all Bitcoins in circulation. Now remember, these guys are linked to Digital Currency Group and Genesis. My question is, why is the the trust being sold at such a discount? Right? That's my big question. All right, so the ETF never went through. The SEC has told Grayscale no, just as the securities regulator has done with every other filing for a spot crypto ETF, citing liquidity concerns. Other potentials for investor harm. Grayscale has since sued the SEC in a bid to force the conversion. Let's see. So in 2013, we launched Grayscale Bitcoin Trust to provide investors with access to Bitcoin, always with the intention of converting it to an ETF when permitted by US regulators. Right? So these guys have almost been in since the beginning. Oh, here's something I caught. So Grayscale operates a total of 17 crypto investment products. 17, including GBTC and the Grayscale Ethereum Trust, right? And the Ethereum Trust has 3.8 billion. Oh man. All right. So let me get down to some here. So the people, um, the investors in this, not necessarily people, right? But the investors in this want to change. Oh, here they're talking about. So the GBTC's discount was 25%. Now it's 40%. Compared to the current price, you could buy a Bitcoin. Something's not right here. I guess they're just hardcore hodl, right? Okay. Okay. So the shareholders, this is what they're asking, right? And so they're gathering people together. And I don't know if they can do this. I'm just tracking this as an issue with Digital Currency Group and Genesis and the GBTC, right? So they have a portion of the holders of the trust, and they're asking for a path to redemptions that minimizes impact on the Bitcoin market, right? A reduction in management fees, a change in management, and a competitive bidding process for new trust sponsors. And so I guess they got a whole thing going here. But I tell you what, when institutions have 10 billion stuck in a company and they need to get it out, they're going to fight to get it out. Jeez. I mean, it is locked up. What are you going to do? All right. I'm going to keep watching out for articles on this topic. Have a good one.